Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, and whoever you're seeing the video. And assalamu alaikum. Let's start off again where we left off. In the previous class, we learned about the Pythagoras theorem. That the Pythagoras theorem will always be equivalent to what? Will always be equivalent to hypotenuse square plus the perpendicular square plus the base square. And knowing that that the side that is opposite to the 90-degree angle is always called the hypotenuse, right? That is always called the hypotenuse. And a concept that was also explained to you was that perpendicular and base can be slightly different do not have fixed properties, and they may change. They do not have fixed properties like the hypotenuse has. Let's move further. We did a practice question. We did two practice questions. We will moving on further. Whether those two practice questions in the previous video, it will be easy for you to solve question number one. For exercise 10a, question number 2, we'll be having a look on the examples, and we are solving exercise 10a now. I will be solving similar questions. I will not be solving the same question of exercise 10a, but I will be solving similar questions for you. For example, in question number 2, let me do one part for you. For example, it's 2D, and the rest of the questions are similar to 2D. 2ABC can be done by yourself if you know how to do 2D. Okay, for example, the question is right angle triangle. Sorry for the pathetic drawing, but it is how it is. Here, it's 14.5 centimeters. Sorry, meters. The other is D meters. DM, that makes sense. The other is D meters, and the 24.7. The last side is 24.7 meters. Up till now, we were calculating the hypotenuse of the triangle. But here now the scenario has changed. We will now be calculating the hypotenuse has been given. We will now be calculating the other side. The other side, either the perpendicular or the base, whatever you define it. Like I said, it has no, you need not to worry about it. But just the first step and the most important step is to first step and the very important step, just wait a while. The first step and the very most important step is to recognize the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle, right? The first step is to recognize that what the hypotenuse is. Hypotenuse is a side that is what? That is opposite to the 90-degree angle. So is this side opposite to 90-degree angle? Yes, this is the side that is opposite to 90-degree angle. So, for example, if I say that this is the hypotenuse, let me write the equation first. 24 square is h square is equivalent to the p square plus b square, and I know that the hypotenuse is square, and hypotenuse is what? 24.7 square now. That is equivalent to 14 point. That is equivalent to what? You can, like I said, you can either take any of this. You can take this as the base as well. You can take this as a perpendicular as well. You can take this as a perpendicular as well. You can take this as a base as well. No worries. Okay. 14.5 square plus the b square. Now what? Let me now just do the calculations. For the people who do not know how to use a scientific calculator, let me show it to you. Now, if I have a look on it closely, I guess you can see it properly. Yes. For the square of it, I write 24.7 first. 24.7, and you can say there is an x square on it. There is a button of x square, so I press x square and get the square of it. And after that, I'm getting the answer in fractions. What I'll do is press the s into d button, that is converting it into a decimal numbers. S into d, the decimal, because we be showing it is showing that it is 610.9. So I'll be writing 610. I'll be writing 610, 610.09. And for 14.5 so I'll be doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. Again, the SD button. It's 210.45 plus d square. Now what? Whenever, let me change down marker. Whenever I have, for example, it is positive. Whenever say I need to find out the value of d, basic algebra. When I need to, for finding out the value of d, I need to shift this towards the left hand side of the equality sign. It's 109 minus 210.45. That is equal to what? D square. Right? That is equal to what? D square. If I now subtract it, 610.09, I am getting 399.84. 399.84. That is equal to what? A d square. Now what? Sir, how will I do that? For when removing the square, I need to place a what? A square root now. We know it. So d will be equivalent to the square root of what? 399.84. And if I take out the square root of, how will I take out the square root? There's a button on the calculator that has the symbol of a square root being made. And press that button. I'll press that button. And then I'll be taking out the square root. It's 19.99. It means that 19.99 meters. So this will be the what? This will be the answer. Question number 2. All the parts should be solved this way. We will be moving on to question number 3 and 4. And while I'm solving question number 3 and 4, you will be question number 4 and 5 will be solved the same way again. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to question number 3 and question number 4. I know we have a variety of questions, so these videos will be a little bit longer, but we can't help it. Now, let's have a look on question number 3 or 4. Question number 3 states that in a triangle ABC, BC is AB is 8 centimeters. Question number 3, AB is 8 centimeters, and we know that BC is 15 centimeters, and you can say that angle B is equal to what? 90 degrees. That told us that angle B is 90 degrees, and we have to find out the what? We have to find out the length of AC. What is the question saying? The question says that AB is 8 centimeters and triangle ABC, the length of AB is 8 centimeters, the length of BC is 15 centimeters, the angle B is 90 degrees, and we do not know the value of AC. He wants us to calculate the length of what? He wants us to calculate the length of AC. For calculating the length of AC, I need to do what? I need to first make a diagram. Acha, right angle triangle hai ya nahi hai? It's a right angle triangle. Why is that so? Because one of the angles is what? One of the angles is 90 degrees, right? अब मैं क्या करूँगा? For that, I need to place what? I need to place a diagram. I need to make a diagram, not place it. I need to make a diagram, construct a diagram. Now, we know that AB is 8. I label it A as AB. Let me say that AB is 8 centimeters and place AB is 8 centimeters. The next step is he told us the length of BC is 15 centimeters. The length of BC is 15 centimeters. So I cannot draw the length of BC. I cannot draw BC anywhere. Why? Because I do not know the specific direction up till now. Do I know that what is the specific direction? No, I will not. I will know it after I know that the angle B is what? 90 degrees. Now I know that angle B is 90 degrees. Now I know the specific direction of B, the side angle B is 90 degrees. So angle B क्या हो जाएगा? Angle B 90 degrees हो जाएगा हमारा. If this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees, angle B is 90 degrees. I now know the direction of the side. I now know that the direction of the third side is somewhere here. The direction of the third side, ये दो sides हो गए. This is the first side. This is the first corner, the first vertex. This is the second vertex. Where will be the third side line? The third side of third vertex should be lying somewhere here because the angle B is what? 90 degrees. If we now I'll draw, like here is telling me the length of BC is 15. So this I know is BC is 15 centimeters. I'll draw the rectangle triangle completely. I'll draw the rectangle completely, and he's now asking me the what? The length of AC. He's asking me the length of AC. This is AC. I can easily apply the Pythagoras theorem here. The first step is to state what the hypotenuse is. The hypotenuse is what? The hypotenuse is AC square. The hypotenuse square equals to perpendicular square plus base square, right? And the hypotenuse is what? Hypotenuse is AC. So hypotenuse, instead of hypotenuse, so I write AC square. I know that the perpendicular and base can be anything, so I'll be writing 15 is square plus 8 is square. I can easily solve them now like we did the previous questions. Moving on further to question number 4 now. Okay. For question number 4, for question number 4, you can pause the video, you can just recap the whole thing. If you are not getting the things properly in the first time, you can just rewind the video and then you can see it again. Now, for question number, you can say question number 4 now. Let's have a look on question number 6 instead. Because if I do question number 3 and basically are the same type, so let's have a look on question number 6. Okay, they are the same type. He is asking me that there is a triangle MNO. Triangle MNO is right angled at N. Triangle MNO hai. So let's consider triangle MNO by triangle MNO. He is telling me that it is right angle at angle N. Right angle at N. Angle N means that N is what? This angle N is what? 90 degrees. Angle N is what? Angle N is 90 degrees basically. So angle N is 90 degrees. Angle N is 90 degrees with NO 11, with NO is equivalent to what? NO is equivalent to 11 meters, and he is saying that NO is equivalent to 14.2. The first and the most important thing is to just circle and highlight and filter out the and to take out the, you can say, the important data, the important figures out of the word problem. This is a word problem. If you see that I am just with the statements being told to me, with the statements being told to me, I am filtering out the important data out of the word problem. The first thing he said, the question the examiner said, the innocent person of book, the innocent author of book said was that triangle MNO. I knew that it's a triangle MNO. मैंने triangle MNO लिख दिया. The second thing is that it is right angled at N. Right angled at N means that 90 degree N पर lie कर रहा होगा. Will the angle N be equal to 90 degrees? Yes, because he's telling me that it is right angled at N. Right angled at N means that this is equivalent to what? 90 degrees. He is telling me that NO is equivalent to what? After that, right angle is 90 degrees. The second thing he's saying that with NO is equal to 11 meters, I wrote 11 meters at NO is equal to 11 meters. I'm just filtering and highlighting I'm just filtering the important data out so that I can construct a proper figure. I can construct a proper triangle. For that, and then I easily make a triangle. And then I can easily find out what the examiner is asking me. The author is asking, not the examiner. Yeah. Now what? He's telling like that MO is equal to what? 14.2 meters. MO is equal to 14.2 meters. And he's asking me to find the length of MN. To find me the length of MN. So I do not know MN. Now I have the basic thing. I have filtered out the basic data, and I just underlined it. I filtered out the important data. Now it's easy for me to make a diagram. I've written data the first side. Now what? Acha bhaiya. Now it knows that MN is unknown. I do not know that. He's telling me that NO is what? NO is 11. NO is 11 meters. And he's telling me that MO is also 11. And MO is what? 14.2. But he's telling me that angle N is 90 degrees. Angle N is what? 90 degrees. So I'll make an angle of 90 degrees on angle N. But he's telling me that he's telling me, I know now कि अब क्या मुझे third side पता चल जाएगी? Yes, I'll now know the third side. I'll now know the third side. The third side is what? क्योंकि it was 90 degrees, so third side will be lying somewhere here. The direction, I know the direction. So will the third side, the side M, the vertex M, will it be lying here? Yes, it will be lying here. So can I get it M? अच्छा जी M बोल देते हैं इसको. MN पता करना है, MN पता करना है. He has given me what? MO is what? 14.2. MO is what? 14.2 degrees. 14.2. MO is what? Sorry for the pathetic drawing I am making. MO is what? MO is what? 14.2. Right? This is side M. This is side M. Sorry. This is side M. This is side M. MN मांग रहा है. MN मांग रहा है. This is side M. MO is 14.2. NO is 11. NO is 11. Angle N is 90 degrees. He is asking me MN. Now, what is he asking me? Is he asking me the hypotenuse? Is he asking me the perpendicular or the base? Now, the very first major important step to solve Pythagoras theorem is to figure out what the side, what the hypotenuse is. For the hypotenuse, it is what? NO is equivalent to. Now, for hypotenuse, I know that the angle that is the side that is opposite to 90 degree angle. The side that is opposite to 90 degree angle is what? Is MO, right? MO. Now what? MO is equivalent to 14.2 degrees. MO. Now, this is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is square. Because the perpendicular is square plus the base is square. What is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is opposite to 90 degrees is 14.2. So 14.2 is square. Perpendicular is square. Anything can be the perpendicular. Let me take M as the perpendicular now. Plus the base is square. The base is square is 11 square. I can now easily solve it like I solved the question number 2. Question number 2 D for equivalent. It's just similar to question 2. Question 5 and 6, 4 and 5 can be done easily by you if you know how to do question number 3 and 4. Let's jump on to question number. You can say let's jump on to question number 9 now. Because if we cover, okay, before jumping on to question number 9, let's look on question number 8 instead. Before jumping on to question number 9, if you want, let's jump on to question number 8. Let's jump on to question number 8. For question number 8, for example, it is saying that the figure shows an isosceles triangle TUV. A figure shows an isosceles triangle TUV. The figure has been drawn for you people here now. The figure has been drawn for you people here now. Okay, let us see whether we are recording it or not. It is being recorded. I hope we have a clear voice and we do not have any issues. I'm ending the video here just to check whether the video is being recorded properly or not. We'll be continuing it in the next video as well.